we start with a wide panning shot of a wonderfully dated-looking forest.
But my goodness, what a forest it was.
And
made by Hal, because, and Jack and Beans. I guess Hal was the publisher, or Hal helped them.
I think Hal helped them, considering that I've never even heard of Jack and Beans up until this point, and I think it's the only game they've ever done.
Yeah.
At least with the Pokemon Company, and here we meet a kid who... It's a Mew!
The elusive 151st Pokemon.
It has a slot like a piggy bank.
But damn Mew's too quick, and we can't get a shot of it. And unfortunately, if I left his name be default, which hell, I'm not gonna do that. This dude's name is Todd, not Tracy, and he missed taking a photo of the rarest Pokemon, and that is his Pokemon dream. He doesn't want to become no trainer or master of a championship. He just wants to get to snapping.
I want to shoot the very best for my portfolio.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our playthrough of Pokemon Snap, just in time for the new Pokemon Snap releasing on Switch.
Yeah!
Yep, that's going to be releasing either later tonight or tomorrow. But old news by the time this goes up. But yeah, this was a game for the N64 that many were shocked to finally have come to Virtual Console, not on Switch, but on Wii U. A little bit late even, but regardless, I'm thrilled that this game is getting some sort of continuation, because I thought it was going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's about it. Let's just hop right into the game.
Huzzah! I mean, it is amusing to me, considering the fact that this game here it's about as niche as you can get as far as the Pokemon brand is concerned. Like, there's really not much more to it other than you're just a kid who likes to take pictures of Pokemon.
Snurf.
And that's
sorry, I thought you said his name was. Did you say what'd you say his canonical name was again?
Todd.
That
Todd
is not how you spell Todd.
That's how I spell Todd. I'm Snuff Male, so that nobody can mistake me with the Nidoqueen. We're going or Nidorina or whatever. Hey, I think they actually either used archive clips or got his actor from 4Kids.
I think they actually got his actor.
Yeah, because this was still pretty early into the anime's run, wasn't it?
Yes.
Not only was it early into the anime's run, but also very early into its run here in the States.
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember this came very not too long after it also. Hence why his anime design. So Professor Oak has invited us here to go to a wonderful new island that's been discovered called Pokemon Island, using the 0-1 vehicle, which some iteration of that looks like it's going to be returning in the spiritual successor.
And it's without. I believe it's. I think it's without wheels in the next game.
Yeah, it's zero
it's
grav.
Nice and hovery. So basically, the game is super simple, and we're just gonna get right into it. So the whole premise is you are on a automatically moving safari as it travels down a course with various 3D rendered Pokemon like these Pidgeys.
Look at all of them.
And we aim
and we
shoot them.
What a beautiful little Pidgey. Let's think more where that came from.
So that's about it. In our upper right, you can see a.
We missed it.
In our upper right, you can see. In our upper right, you can see how much film we have left. We have everyone's favorite Pokemon, Pikachu.
Not even like a minute in, and we already got the mascot character right front and center.
I think it's just within Pokemon Company's contract to have Pikachu.
There's a what's it called? A Clarefee?
Butterfree.
Butterfree. Clefairy is the short, round, pink one.
Right.
Yep.
There's some more Butterfrees.
And, a Lapras in the distance.
Lapras!
Big Lapras.
Just barely see it. Does this game at some point in the game, does your zoom in function get any better, or is that all as far as you can zoom in?
That's as far as I can go. But don't worry, there's actually a...
Take a picture of his crotch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think they did get... I think they actually did get all of... not only with Professor Oak, I think they got literally every person... Every character actor from
I think he's going to pop up again,
anime.
so be ready.
Yep.
That
wasn't what I was referring to, but that's good too.
And, hang on. So I want to get... And the way the Lapras works is that each photo you take moves them closer and closer to the shoreline. So there's a lot of little hidden mechanics. It's all about, experimenting with how the Pokemon in these areas all spawn in. And let's see. And at first, it's gonna be super simplistic, like nothing too
Here they go.
crazy. Oh, I missed him. And
I
meanwhile,
just love the way that they. Oh, there's a Meowth chasing that bird.
Yes.
other than that, it's very. If there was one way to describe this entire game, I call it super casual, but I love that. I love it just being, oh, bam, there he goes.
Yo, geez, look at all the Lapras.
God.
Yeah, we got him really close since we took so many photos of him. Come on, come back up. I want to take a photo.
Was that Meowth supposed to be hanging all the way out there?
Probably
There's
wasn't
that
supposed
guy.
to be. Darn, I missed all the... It's okay.
Pidgey butt.
There aren't many, there actually are not too many stages in the game, so it's all about replayability to see different angles of what you missed. It's like a Disneyland ride.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, and then I was gonna say the Pidgeys were about to feast, but then they just flew the coop.
I was about to say,
That's
you
what
missed the
happens when
chance
Meowth
to.
try...
You missed the chance of seeing that Meowth get killed, because you actually do get bonus points if the Pokemon in the snapshots are actually doing something in particular.
I think I got the interaction, because I don't think he cares about the Meowth. Ironically, I think he just cares about the Pidgeys using Gust attack, because he was trying to attack their nest. Anyway, we took 24 photos, so right away, you've more or less seen how the gameplay loop of this game works. Is you go into a level, you find Pokemon, you pick what you think is the best photo of the bunch that you picked for each, individual Pokemon. We'll go with him.
For
Stuff.
Doduo.
That was a cute Pikachu.
That is a mighty fine-looking Pikachu. I wonder if he's single.
Oak, no.
I'll go with this one. And from there, Professor Oak will rate you on the pose, the size, and if there's and the technique. I'm sorry. I'll go with you.
Yeah, that one's better.
And based on the technique. So right away, key factors to consider are: is the Pokemon in the center of your photo?
Yeah.
Is the photo of is the Pokemon close enough to the camera so that you can see all of it without it being too zoomed in or too far away? And as far as this game's concerned, it also matters whether or not there's more than one of that particular Pokemon in the bunch. Like, technically that Pidgey photo where there were like 3 of them maybe would get more points than the other one, but I'm going to go with that first one because A, it's using Gust, and B, it's closer to the camera. That's about it. So I'm going to take these Professor Oak and see what he has to say.
And now it's time for Professor Oak's evaluation.
And also, as a heads up,
go ahead.
He is very picky in this game.
Size was so-so. Pose was good because it's doing a little dance. Technique is it's right in the middle, so that immediately doubles our score. And
There you go.
Yay.
Sweet. And now we got the lonely Pikachu, who's just standing there looking
It's
pretty.
so-so. It's so-so.
Stop saying it's so-so. So while we go through this review, because we're gonna have to go and do several stages, and I'll do my best to cut out what I can of backtracking. James, what was your experiences with this game?
I do vaguely remember it coming out roughly around the late 1999, and I remember giving it like a brief chance and just being all, "What is this game? And what even is this?"
I love
And
it.
then I wouldn't come to appreciate it until years later when I actually got older and a little more patient. At the same time, though, the more I look at it now, it's like it's a cute novelty for sure. And I mean, as far as the new game's concerned, if it bodes well enough, I'm tempted to give it a shot. But at the same time, as far as the original's concerned, you can sort of tell it was primarily made just to be a tech demo for Pokemon in 3D.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
also
I guess so.
We saw it a few times, but that is like one of the more picky aspects about it. It's like, so you saw the categories of how he would judge each photo. If you automatically fail one category, he won't judge the rest of them. Like, for example, if you get to the size, it's alright, and you get to the technique and he's like, no thanks, he won't even bother going to the third category. He'll just stop judging right at that second one.
Yeah.
Although we can always keep it in our Pokemon report that we've taken photos, and this is actually a major portion of how this game functions. Is it's very arcadey in the sense that every stage again is very easily replayable, and what you want to go for is
Top score.
you want to go top score, and there are certain win conditions to move on to the next level. So like James said, top score is going to definitely help us in acquiring new items that we can use to get better photos. And then there are certain win conditions, such as to get to certain levels, we need to take photos of various unique Pokemon. So I need to take... I don't know if I'm going to go for every single Pokemon in this run, but I'm definitely going to do my best to take, as many photos as I can so we can unlock new areas, such as in the tunnel.
Ooh, we got to see some Zubat.
Yep, that we are. So, right away as we go into this now, Hype, what was your project? What was your experiences like with this?
Hey, get back here!
Oh, come on.
I want to see you play with a
Electrode!
telephone. Oh, Electrode.
Oh, that's a cute
that's
one.
adorable.
Oh, and then there is a Electabuzz over there, or Electabuzz and
Oh,
Electrode.
wait a minute. What
Oh,
the?
Pikachu.
Oh boy.
Pikachu. Oh my goodness.
Pikachu, you
Now,
monster!
he's like, I'm out of here.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't the Pikachu that did. The Electrode just imploded on itself.
Damn it! That was a close one.
Goodness. I'll look around. I'll keep an eye out for them.
What are we even fading into
Take a picture.
anyway?
Yes. Now the stray
Oh, the
Pokemon.
so the Kakuna fall down whenever Electrode is blown up.
Huh. Is it safe to come down now?
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
You keep getting
Just,
the
yeah, no,
booty pics.
Just,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, as Logan did say
Zubat!
earlier. Hello, Zubat!
I got
But,
it.
what was I gonna say?
There he is
Logan did
again.
mention earlier that the further you go into the game, you will start getting new sorts of items that will help you,
Ghastly?
take better pictures of the Pokemon. What we mean to say by that is that we take better photos by messing with the natural environment.
Yep. We'll basically tease them with either apples or throw pester balls to outright tick them off, just to get their attention, or
Zubat.
got it. Or like for instance, these Electabuzz are just going to be staring at the screens until we do something to make the environment turn on, and then they'll give us the time of day. Got it. And oh, look at Diglett.
Aw, it's adorable.
So I think the way I want to do this is I want to take a photo of each Diglett,
That's another one.
and then if I take a photo of all of them, one more.
They look like giant beans. The trio!
Because they are giant
Yep.
beetles. More so giant moles, but that's honestly something that
Oh.
kind of eludes most people's heads.
Yep.
One other thing that's worth mentioning about Pokemon Snap, and this is something that more so pertains to the Wii U Virtual Console.
Oh.
So the original N64 game, you could, with those snapshots, you could take them to like a demo kiosk at your local Blockbuster or whatever, and actually print out the snapshots you took.
Oh, Magnemite.
They sort of. Oh, hello.
Yeah, since they're magnets, they're not going to let me take a photo of them.
Well, what jerks. But what was I going to say? With the Wii U-centric version of the game, they did sort of recreate that function to an extent. Basically, what I mean by that is that it's like the one Wii U game of the the one Virtual Console game of the lot that has some functionality with your SD card.
Really? Oh.
Yep,
Oh,
the
so you
snapshots
can
that you
actually
take can be
save
saved
this-
to your SD card.
And then print them out of the computer. Oh, okay. That is, maybe that's why it took it a little bit longer to port then. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I'm happy that they did that because that was an element of the that was an element of this game that made it memorable for young kids growing up.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
It's the novelty that counts. And I mean, nowadays we have the Switch version that has a native snapshot function, and it's like you could do so much with that with the new Pokemon Snap. I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna definitely mark this one. Oh, and then and as he said, there's a new feature we got called the album mark, which is if there's a photo that I just particularly liked, such as I don't know, the moment when Electabuzz was about to very much question its life decisions up to that point, I can do that just to save into my own personal album, regardless of what Professor Oak says.
Now you too can be all I choose you.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Electrode. Let's see, what's a good one of Electrode?
I mean, I'd say that one just because it looks the most clear.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get the best cocoon I got, which is that one. Zubat. Oh, hang on. Want that Electabuzz. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like, despite the incredible visuals, Professor Oak is gonna say, but it was turned around. You see,
I want to see that little cutie up close.
Pretty much. So while I'm
Speaking of little
Zubat,
cuties up
Oh, I like
close.
that one.
and turns out that little purple ball we were taking photos of was a Haunter.
I knew it!
Clever.
I knew
Very
it!
clever.
Alright, we'll get a good Diglett.
Diglett.
And
The
get the
trio.
trios.
That one
Two
Diglett you
trios-
used.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
That one Diglett you used made it look like he was sucking on a lemon.
I was gonna say it did kind of look like that. It also kind of looked like he just genuinely came out of the ground for the first time, like, I'm a what?
It looks like he has a tiny, like, little mouth going.
I think those are supposed to be their nose.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
underneath
it's a
there's
cute
like a
little button
shadow
nose.
that looks like a mouth. So it was like,
Ah.
I can see that. And as you see, I'm mostly just kind of skipping past this. Right there, as you saw, if you take a photo of a Pokemon in a later level, or even in the same level, just with a different, better pose or better interaction happening, you can outright replace it. The Pokemon report will focus on saving your top score.
Right.
There we go. See it? That one probably got
Wonderful.
more points for that. So, hi. Sorry, we started the whole thing. We started the whole tunnel asking about that. Hi, Pi. Did you guys ever have any experiences with this game?
I have not. I do have an actual N64. I know I have Pokemon Stadium, which I played. Did Pokemon Stadium come out first or Pokemon Snap?
I think I want to say Stadium did first.
Because I think Stadium was the one tested out with 3D Pokemon, but this probably took it a step further. Like, how about we put all the Pokemon that we have recently into this game? Because I think there was only
that makes
151, right?
Nice. Right. Yes, there was.
And now there's over 700.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that right there can already raises the question of how many freaky Pokemon are they going to be able to add in the new game?
Probably
Yes.
more of the more widely known
Oh.
Pokemon and such, and then maybe toss in a few fan favorites, which would be Pikachu and Eevee, of course. Can't have that without them, and all the evolutions. Maybe a couple legendaries. Maybe bring back Mew as like the specialty Pokemon, or bring in Arceus or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
As a person who grew up on
I see what you're
Pokemon, dear God, over time, the list has gotten
So what
so
I'm go-
huge.
Yeah, that it has. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably start, we're going to take a quick cut here, because I'm going to be focusing on doing is I'm going to focus on just unlocking the stages first, because once we reach the end game thing, I will have to replay all these stages at least once.
Damn.
All right.
So we're going to take a quick little break.
Cut.
So I guess while that's going on, how are you guys feeling about it so far?
It's adorable. I can't wait for the remake.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I guess what I'm most worried about is Lakakuna. I guess what I'm most worried about is I'm worried about like I'm coming into this having not played anything past Diamond and Pearl.
Ooh.
And I have not played X or Y, Black 2, Black whatever. The Black
Logan,
and White,
you and
I've
I
not
are in the
played.
same boat, because I stopped with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then I jumped to Sun and Moon. I'm just like, what in the hell is this? Why is it
Yeah,
all
no,
3D? Why can't I
I more or less
customize my character? I can customize my character.
I
That's good.
more or less
Yeah.
started with Gen 2. Then I very briefly tried Gen 4 and was immediately put off by it. And then I did give it another fair shake with Gen 7, and I think I got at least 6 hours in, but then I just stopped, realizing that Pokemon as an RPG really isn't for me.
No, it's an RPG
I mean,
for
yeah,
babies,
again,
so it's like you're big
No,
into
Not
it.
just that,
well,
I love the active system of how Paper Mario and Luigi, like every battle you're always like being actively engaged with the combat.
Oh yeah, no, the Mario RPG spoiled the shit out of me in terms of what you can
Oh
get
my
away
god,
with
I
in
didn't
RPG.
know this.
What?
What?
You can actually go left and right on the track. I always thought it was like locked into this track, but as long as you're on the path, you can actually go left and right on it.
Well, we better
Okay,
mention
that's-
that whenever we cut back.
Well,
I mean, honestly, with how with how engaging that conversation was, I guess welcome back, everybody. I learned stuff,
I learned
Oh,
we
crap.
learned something new today.
which is why I learned how to do this. I said
Toss an
this.
apple at them. I'm sure that won't piss him off.
Uh-oh.
It pissed him
Uh-oh.
off.
Oh, and we also caused massive landscaping damage, to which Professor Oak is like, oh, crap. Well, Snuff, better get in there, make sure there are no witnesses.
Oh, his eyebrow is actually... Oh my god, that thing can hover. I forgot it can hover. Ah!
Oh wow,
Yes,
yeah.
you can. That's how we fly. We do that every time. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we took like 0 photos because it was faster, and this is mainly so that we can now go to a new level, the volcano.
Ooh, time to see some fire
So off we
types.
go. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going right into it. So now that we're going back into this, yeah,
Moltres! Oh, that's a Rapidash.
A beautiful little horsey. Hey, who left this whatchamacallit on the floor?
An apple.
Somebody pick that up before someone trips on it.
Vulpix!
Hey, Vulpix.
Aww.
Is it
So,
wrong
yeah,
that I sometimes get Vulpix confused for an evolution?
Yeah.
Super close.
Like, far away, they totally do look like evolutions. And don't run into them, you jerk.
I'm trying not to, and don't worry, if you actually got close enough to the road, you'll hear the 0-1 audibly like tires screech because they don't want to hit it.
That's good.
Yeah, no, the game is very smart about, you know, being careful with your Pokemon. I mean, granted, the game gives you full reign to literally pester them with your apples and your pester balls.
Magmar.
Also, hello, Butt Duck.
If I do this,
Oh!
it like destroys
Oh!
him.
Get your own.
Oh,
But
and
then he
actually,
evolves into Charmeleon, and then Magmar
Damn.
gets stunned.
the power of Boolean.
Yeah.
You might want to take care of that egg. It's in the way.
Ow.
Oh,
We'll be fine. I'm
At
doing
least you
this
can get some
because
burst shots of this.
I'm doing this because as they eat, the Charmanders call to all of their friends.
oh, look, it's the
Get over
Charmander. It's the Charmander posse.
It's a Char
I'll
Squad.
get a bunch
Someone
more if I can throw some.
You can summon a fleet of Charmanders.
Like, check this out. If I throw a couple of this here, start calling them all over here.
There's something about that image that seems so funny to me. Just seeing all these
boy.
random Charmander
my
literally
God.
walking all doofily in a crowd. That's so adorable yet so derpy at the same time.
It's the Char Squad,
Ah, look at
everybody.
him go. All right, out of my way.
Jeez, I wonder who's gonna come out of
Damn
that.
eggs.
Moltres!
Oh, hello.
Holy crap!
Legendary
Moltres.
Birdie.
Nice. And then I'm also gonna do this because I'm a dick.
I saw it first.
Man, I forget about Magmar. Magmar, Mr. Mime, like the Pokemon like that, I always forget
Me
about.
too.
How could you forget about Butt Duckling? Well, actually, no, Butt Duck. Butt Duckling isn't until Gen 2.
Look,
I
another
think.
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon!
Something got his attention.
Almost.
What do you do? We
Almost.
just keep tossing apples in there.
No, I need to aim it. I need to. What I need to do is I actually have to do this. No!
Get back here!
You have to knock him in there.
Get back here and face me like a lizard.
Get back here, you rambunctious teenager!
Come on, you salamander, let's go.
Go.
There you go.
Oh, you just knocked him right in there.
Charizard!
He turns into a Charizard.
Oh, so okay. I didn't think that's how it worked.
I don't think that is how it works.
It's supposed
I'll
to
take
evolve normally, but oh well.
Now let's
Who
just have.
cares about fire stones? Just chuck them in the pit.
Come to think of it, what were the elemental stones made of anyway? Or how were they
no
made?
idea.
How were they made?
I genuinely don't know. There's got to be something like. Whoops! I think I hit ZR accidentally. Get back in there.
Whoops.
I actually don't know. Like I'm sure there's probably some. I'm sure there's some explanation of, oh, maybe there's like, you know, space rocks involved, like meteorites, and Pokemon are aliens or something.
Space rock.
Something about that pose didn't seem quite right. But look, Charmeleons.
Oh, but its
Oh,
eyes are
Link.
closed.
That one had his eyes closed.
I like this one more.
Yeah, open mouth is better.
And then there's and then there's Moltres, and then let's not
Another
forget the
fleet
Charmander
of
squad.
Charmanders.
Go with this one. More of them are facing forward, and he won't get mad at me. So yeah, this should be plenty. So let's go back and. Now I believe to unlock the next area now is when he wants us to take a certain, take photos of a certain number of Pokemon. So let's hope we got enough. Otherwise, we'll have to go back to the. We'll start with the beach. Again, this is where the reason why these levels are so short is because in order to get further into the game, you will have to end up backtracking a few times to get Pokemon with your new items that you've gotten.
Oh.
I mean, on the bright side, it does help that the levels themselves aren't terribly long. Like, there's certain
no.
games out there that, even though they're short, do require a lot of backtracking, but when they're doing all that backtracking, it's with levels that take about 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and that can get fucking annoying, totally looking at you, Power of Illusion.
Which is
Oh,
why
it's so hot.
And get extra 500 points. Nice. Which is why I'm also, yeah, I'll agree. I'm in this position where I'm like, there's a reason why we're doing this as live playthroughs, because I'm going to do this all in one sitting because it's not very long once you know what to do.
Wait,
It's
what do you mean not very good? It's
He
perfectly
Not
Perfectly
very
fine.
long.
He said it was too big. Charizard's hard because it's like he takes up so much of the damn camera. You can't tell like how to do it. Anyway, new course.
Oh, sweet.
Thank goodness. All right, off to the river we go.
Yay!
Ah, great. We're heading on to the amazing river.
Woohoo! But yeah, I'm very much hopeful that new Pokemon Snap will be a much longer game than
I hope.
Oh,
than
it had to be by proxy, just because there's far more Pokemon to work with, and secondly, well, this is a 2021 game versus a 1999 game.
Oh yeah, this came
Oh,
out
yeah,
in
that's fair.
1999.
Made by Namco of all people. So I assume that there'd be some, you know,
Bowser. Babasha.
Bulbasaur.
what adorable little Bulbapack.
So I guess I will now ask Pi, and I guess everyone else right now in the call, do you have a favorite Pokemon of the Gen 1 variety?
Mine was Pikachu.
I mean, yeah, gonna be that corporate shell and say Pikachu.
Did anyone have the Pikachu that talked back to you, like where he moves his mouth and his cheeks glowed? And he was like,
I don't think I've had that one.
I think I had that. I know Steely had that. Oh, Shelter. Hey.
Okay, Shelter.
Meanwhile,
There was one time I
his
accidentally
favorite
left it
fishing
into
spot.
the room, and it started crying, and I got so concerned that I could not leave that little fucker alone.
oh, I remember that. It starts going like
Oh, I got a bite.
Pikachu!
It's a slow bro.
Oh.
You know, I'll never understand how suddenly the shelter that clamps onto its tail just suddenly looks like that kind of shell.
Yeah, it gets all spiky. Yeah, that big stink cloud is related to a thing we don't even know. We don't have the tool to use it yet.
Not just
So we're
yet.
gonna keep going forward.
Magikarp.
Good jump. Good.
Just
jump,
don't agitate it
good
too
jump.
much. You know what those things turn into.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that whole thing. Get down. Whoa. I'm assuming the whole thing with Magikarp is like a reference to that whole like mythos of. It's like a
What
reference.
did I ever do to you?
I think he's my other favorite
Yeah.
was Psyduck, especially Misty Psyduck.
Do you remember that one episode from like season 2 of the anime where Misty thought that her Psyduck evolved, and I mean that Golduck was very cooperative with her. Then all of a sudden it turns out that Golduck was literally just a bystander, that the real Psyduck of hers was never transformed to begin with.
Never found it. Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah, jeez, the classic anime. I had some fun moments with the classic anime. Also, we don't know how to interact with this button yet.
Aw.
We'll have to come back with a new tool. Anyway, now I'm gonna go all the way to the left side of the
Oh,
shore.
we figured out how to
Now that I
move.
realized,
Left to right.
yeah, now I figured out how to move.
Oh,
He's
come on.
using.
He's using Quick Dash. Quick attack.
Yeah, that's a quick attack, I think.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Jeez,
I'm
look
sure I
at
got
the-
Got
look
the
at all the
zoomies.
sparkles. Sparkle, sparkle.
You do.
Fuck
ahead.
yeah! Sparkle, sparkle,
Oh, that's right.
sparkle.
Yeah, fucking sparkle. Jeez. So yeah, and as you've seen there, you don't have to be like super precise with the photo. If the camera detects that a Pokemon was in the frame, you'll get the point. No, go back and stop accidentally nudging ZR with my hand. I need to like hold this controller with a different pose when I get around to doing Paper Mario. I swear.
Are you using an
Yeah.
actual N64 controller or are you using the Wii U gamepad?
Wii U,
Of course you are.
Wii U gamepad.
I mean, is it even
I have
possible to
to.
use like the N64 controller with the Wii U? It'd have to be like a very specific setup.
Yeah.
Right, it has to be like an adapter or something. This one.
I don't know what. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, granted, I've always said that Pikachu will always be the one that holds most in my heart, but there's always something I found kind of amusing about the slow poke variety.
Yeah.
I think somebody was talking about that with like, you know, back when the whole, you know, Pokédex debacle in Sword and Shield, that was a huge thing.
Pikachu
of,
does
like,
my Messenia.
Nice.
Zoomy.
That was like a big thing, was like, you know, everybody, like, it's so weird to try and like as a developer say, oh, these are the best Pokemon, they should get to move forward to the next generation, when like the whole, I think part of the appeal of Pokemon is that everybody can have like, I'd be hard pressed to say that I feel like every Pokemon is someone's favorite.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Everyone
I
has
think
a
that's
favorite
because
Pokemon in all
bad
the
people
generations.
yet. Alright. Just, yeah, when I go into the new Pokemon Snap, I'm gonna have a lot of learning to do to learn all these new Pokemon.
Oh, what a
Oh,
happy
good
face.
luck, man. Good luck.
That's the hopeful idea.
You were close.
Yeah, I know, I have to get a lot closer.
And
this
then
one
there's
is-
that.
Nice, okay, good.
I mean,
good.
somehow it counted. I mean, granted, Slowbro is a much bigger Pokemon by comparison.
There's a big old Slowpoke. It looks like even if just part of it's in the center of the frame, you got it. So this one,
Oh,
I mean, it follows
I-
the rule of thirds pretty well, which is just a
I
photography
know.
thing.
See, I believe heavily in the rule of thirds, but Professor Oak just is a tradish old man.
I mean,
And,
true.
Yeah.
and yeah, as far as Speed Pikachu,
Speed,
yeah.
Pikachu.
and yeah, as far as ooh, did I get double? Oh, it was close, but that
Darn.
electrode, that
Oh well.
yeah, I'll hang on to this. I like this one more. But anyway, where was I going with this? Is that don't be sad that like I missed a good number of Pokemon in this area, because now that I've reached a certain point limit, I now am going to get the missing tool I was needing to take a photo of so many of them.
And actually, before we go any further with that, we'll be right back just as soon as we learn more about this Pester Ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
this is
also,
gonna be-
and also, I do believe a certain new Pokemon is making their appearance very shortly.
Yep. So watch what chaos I cause with this Pester Ball in the next part. Toodles.
Bye.
Till next time, everybody.